All right, some thoughts on Michigan's Adventure as I'm on my way home. Great little park. Desperately needs more things. I knew that Thunderhawk probably wasn't going to be open. It's been closed for a little over a month because the lift motor went kaboom. And they were testing it. But it was just being tested with water dummies and not open. Corkscrew then overshot the station. So they had to unload it, and then it stayed down for the rest of the day. Mad Mouse broke for a while at the end of the day. So I only got one ride on that, and I wasn't waiting for it to come back up and left a little early because I was going to do that last because I don't particularly like wild mice, and it's a wild mouse. Oh man, that's a lot of glare. Shivering Timbers is just as good as I remember it. Absolutely glorious ride. Highlight of the park. Wolverine Wildcat was really fun. There's something funny about it is that there's a bunch of different kinds of track from different corporations throughout the layout. Like, they've used it as a test bed for track replacements. So there's track from multiple different manufacturers. So it's funny how it rides, because like in one section it rides one way, and another section it rides completely different. So that was really cool to experience because it wasn't like that the last time I was there. But yeah, they've done partial retracking, but they've done like every different manufacturer's options. So like if you're a theme park and you want to get an idea of what it's like to have your wooden roller coaster retract, you can just go ride Wolverine Wildcat, and you can see what each different manufacturer's track is like, all on one ride. So that was kind of fun. Rode the kiddie coasters because there wasn't a lot to do with 3 coasters down most of the day. Shivering Timbers went down for a little bit, but then it came back up. The only other thing that really isn't great about Wolverine Wildcat is that it only runs one train. Like, it's on manual mode for parking. Like, they manually brake it. So they don't have block zones set up, so they can't run a second train. And that means it takes forever to get through that line. Even a short line was like, I timed it, and between dispatches I got 6.5 minutes between one, 5.5 minutes between another, 4.5 minutes between one, and almost 7 minutes between another. That's crazy. And they only had one person working load at all. I can't get rid of that glare. I'm sorry. There we go. So they had one person working on load, checking all the restraints. That wasn't great. The other thing is, I do have disability access because of a couple of my health issues. Disability access there, I didn't like using it because you become the center of attention. At Kings Island and at Cedar Point, you get on and off pretty quick using disability access. There, it stalls the ride operations for a good like 2-3 minutes because they have the person on load taking so much extra time during the loading sequence to check your pass, to figure out what time it is, to write down the time, all while you're the center of attention. And everybody on the platform hates you because you're now stalling their ride. Not great. Very much not great. To the point where I didn't want to use it because I felt bad for everyone on the platform that would have to wait extra time for me. And that's not good. Like, instead of checking my pass while the trains are moving, they wait until the train completely unloads, check your pass, take the time, hand you the pass back, and then go have you take your seat, and then they open up the gates and let everybody else on. Whereas, like at Cedar Point, they're doing that in between trains, so that way when it's your turn to go on, you just go straight on, and it doesn't take any extra time. It added a good 2-3 minutes on Wolverine Wildcat to use my disability access, and I only used it that one time just because I felt so terrible that I stalled that ride out that long, because again, only one train, and they only had an operator on load, so the operator had to go from load, unload the whole train, cross over, come all the way over to me, check my pass, go look down at how long the line was, right? Do the math, figure out how long it is till I could come back. Like, it was a whole ordeal that took like 3 minutes extra just to get me to sit on the train. That wasn't great. Not good. Food options were limited, but I knew that was going to be the case going in. I do have the all park passport dining pass, and the only Coasters was open that was on the dining pass, and their salads looked terrible, and their fried food, you could tell the oil was old, like you could just smell it. And so I got a burger and onion rings, and I pitched the onion rings and I ate the burger. I wanted to get a healthier option, but there wasn't really a healthier option. Drinks throughout the park are all regular fountains. They don't have freestyle, so the options are much more limited. A couple of them were out of Powerade. One of them was out of lemonade. So I did have to go with like Coke Zero sugar, because I was trying to be a little bit healthier than just drinking not Mountain Dew, whatever the heck they're, Mellow Yellow. I wasn't trying to just drink Mellow Yellow or Fanta the whole time. I was trying to just drink something healthier, but the options were limited. What else? The Thunderhawk looks great. So does Corkscrew. They both got repainted recently. They look awesome. Didn't get to ride them though. Little Zack Zoomer. It's a kids coaster. That actually was kind of fun. I fit on everything pretty well. As a guest of larger size, I had no problem with any of the rides there at all. The wooden coasters had shorter seatbelts than Kings Island, but longer seatbelts than Cedar Point. PTC trains on both Wolverine Wildcat and on Shivering Timbers. I can't comment on whether or not I fit in the SLC's restraints because I didn't get to ride it because it was down. It has been down, which wasn't great. I would have liked to have ridden it. I've ridden it before when it was at Geauga Lake. I've been to Michigan's Adventure before, so I had full coaster credit on Corkscrew, and I wasn't that too worried about it. But it would have been nice to ride that again. I mean, my home park is Cedar Point. They've got one that's very similar there. So I'm not too pressed that I didn't get to ride the rides that I didn't get to ride, but it would have been nice. Didn't do the water park. I got there a little bit late, and I just wanted to focus on roller coasters, and I also didn't bring a change of clothes, and I did not want to have to drive back 3 hours wet. That wouldn't have been fun. Next time I come, I will almost certainly do the water park and just hit the big coasters first thing, do the water park, do that through the day, and then when the water park closes, hit a couple big coasters and then go. That seems like the best plan if you're going to go, is to get there early before the water park opens, do Shivering Timbers, do Wolverine Wildcat, hop on the little train, take that around, do Thunderhawk, and then do the water park. Because that'll take you a loop around the park's built around a little pond or a little lake. That'll take you around the little lake in a counterclockwise circle. So that's probably the best plan if you go there and you want to try to be efficient about it and you want to do the water park. yeah, it's a great little park. Please put some more rides. Bring some more coasters. Six Flags California Adventure is closing in 2027. It's not, or after 2026, so 2027. Bring over a couple of its rides. Six Flags America is closing. Bring a couple of its rides over. Please, just anything to give this park some more rides. I know they don't like to invest in it, but it's a great little park, and it needs it desperately. And it'd be really nice to see them get something new. It's been like 20 years since they've gotten a new ride. And even that was a hand-me-down from Geauga Lake. So, like, they need something new. They really do. And they deserve something new, because it's a good little park. So, yeah, that's most of my thoughts. I don't know that it was worth the 3-hour drive each way, but I'm weird, and I really like coasters, and I wanted to ride something different that I hadn't ridden in a long time. So, yeah, good little park. Desperately needs some more stuff.